Hello and welcome to Woodshed Reviews, where we look at films old and new, good and bad. On today's show, we're looking back at Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 1980s as we rank his 10 feature films from worst to best. So you said, look at Arnold in his 80s, and I thought, wait, he's got a few years yet. But no, Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 1980s.
Yeah, where he made 10 feature films.
Mm-hmm.
This is the decade that made him.
Absolutely, as a film star, yeah,
global megastar.
Yeah, as he would become. So
brought in the bucks.
So we've watched all 10 films. Some of them for not the first time, I would say. Most of them.
Yeah, I'd say we'd seen them all before, multiple times.
One exception for me.
Really?
Yeah, one that I hadn't seen before. So
really?
We'll get to that. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I've seen it now, for better or worse.
Okay.
So we've ranked them from our least favourite or worst to our favourite. We don't know what each other has chosen. We'll reveal them one by one and talk about them as they come up.
This plan has a high probability of success.
I'm suspecting that number 10 place is the same for us both.
Okay. Well, we'll find out.
Okay, right.
So we've got our bag of videos down here.
Yeah. So
we'll go for it.
Yeah. So we're both super Arnold fans. So we both got all his films.
So we're both going for Red Sonja.
Yeah.
And you've got it in 4K.
Of course.
This was one I hadn't seen before.
Really?
Yeah.
And I know why.
Yeah, I guess right off the bat, maybe Arnold's Barbarian fantasy films are not massively my cup of tea, so that's a bit of a hurdle.
Yeah, well, of course, Arnold was supposed to be Conan in this film.
Right, I was going to ask, because I always, when I watched it, I just thought it was like a sort of spiritual sequel to the Conan films, but it's not.
Yeah, because the studio that made the Conan films still had the rights to Conan, the name Conan, so they had to rename this character.
Who are you, anyway?
My name is Kalidor. I befriended your sister, remember? I'm a friend of yours, too.
He's sort of a supporting character in this.
Yeah, though he's got top billing, so I'm guessing this was released after Terminator, so I'm wondering if that had something to do with it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he's got a reasonable sized part in it, but he just sort of seems to just appear to save the day a couple of times.
Yeah.
Well done, Sonia!
Which probably wouldn't go down well these days, I suppose. But Red Sonja does get to kind of do the final battle at the end, I guess.
Yeah, that's key, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a guilty pleasure of sorts for me. There's some fun, watching them trying to act. And
yeah, Bridget Nielsen's not particularly strong in this one, I would say.
Yeah.
Where are you?
It's back then they cast people for how they look. They both fitted the roles.
Aye, absolutely, yeah.
As time went on, they learned to act a bit better.
They're definitely, both of them definitely have put in better performances than here.
I am Sonia.
Your sister's dying. I'll take you to her.
Story-wise, it's a little muddled for me. Like, right off the bat, we're kind of like dumped in this thing. We don't see like probably one of the most important parts of the story, which is the sort of like our villain in this ransacks Red Sonja's village, kills her family, leaves her for dead.
Yeah.
And we just get all this like dumped quite quickly in a sort of very quick flashback. And you're like, that's surely the start of the film,
I know, you expect that to be a big scene that you would see.
Yeah. Because it sets up both our characters effectively.
Your disgust was clear. And so it was that Gedron ordered your family murdered.
Yes, and it's full of kind of annoying characters. There's a wee kid in it.
Yeah.
It was a bit of fun, but a bit annoying, a bit grating.
Hold it steady! Can you do nothing right? Still
idiot!
I'm trying, Your Highness.
Yeah, they kind of try and set him up to have some kind of character arc where he learns to be not so annoying, but yeah, I get what they were going for, but he's no short round.
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones, hold on to your potatoes!
Yeah, I mean, the things I appreciate in it is stuff like the costumes, the sets.
Very colourful.
Some of the matte paintings and things.
Yeah.
And of course, the score by Ennio Morricone. That's probably one of my favourite things about it.
It's short,
Yeah,
you know, but it did need that extra time, I think, to kind of flesh out the story at the beginning.
yeah. It should have been a lot more fun than it was.
Yeah. I think we'll have a difference of opinion here.
Okay, I've got Conan the Destroyer.
Okay, I've got Raw Deal.
Okay, wow. Okay.
So which one do you want to talk about? We've talked about we'll just continue with the Conan.
Yeah,
we'll
let's get
come
them out
back
of
to
the
Raw
way.
Deal maybe when it comes up with you.
Sure.
So this is just before, a year before Red Sonja,
Yeah.
and the second of Arnie's Conan films.
Yeah, and it was a big letdown coming after Conan the
Yeah.
Barbarian,
Yeah.
which was like a multi-layered kind of film, had a lot of depth, and this one, it was a bit more cartoony.
They were definitely going for that though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely like sanding it down a bit, toning it down, more comedy, less violence, making it more of a kind of fantasy adventure for all the family, I suppose.
Yeah, a bit more family friendly.
Yeah, which is fine. I guess it's probably not the Conan adaptation, but maybe for a general audience that would be fine if it was a better film.
Yeah.
Now you're ready to take on anybody.
And similar to the first film, I quite like the way it brings together a band of quite unique characters.
So we've got Grace Jones would probably be the most notable.
Yeah, she was a lot of fun. She always is.
But there may be not enough, there's maybe too many of them and not enough for them to do. I think they're often kind of left standing about a little bit. Like the sort of comic relief guy, I don't know, does he have much to do in it?
No, he was a bit annoying, wasn't he?
This is what the world has come to. You try to help somebody, and what do you get instead of thanks? Threats.
Yeah, it is a disappointing one after the original Conan, for sure. And did that kind of like derail the franchise after that? Because I know there've always been talk about a third one.
Yeah, I mean, John Milius, who directed the original,
Yeah.
there was talks of him doing King Conan, which were kind of promised at the end of the Conan films. We see King Conan sitting on his throne.
Yeah, similar to the end of the first film as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean, Oliver Stone, who originally wrote the screenplay for the first film, he always said that this should have been a recurring role for Schwarzenegger. He should have done one every 5 years,
Right, okay.
quality film.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, but when your second one comes out and it's like that, and I guess maybe he wasn't short on offers after the success of like Terminator and stuff, so yeah, that maybe kind of put it on the back burner. But it's a pity that there wasn't something else, but it's a pity that was the last. This is the last one, I suppose. I don't mind. The first half of it's okay for me, and then I kind of start to kind of drift off a little bit after that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty to keep you entertained. I like a lot of the effects. There's quite a wide variety of effects.
Yeah.
Matte paintings, visuals. Some work well, and others don't. There's that hall of mirrors, or room of mirrors, and there's just that strange creature that hasn't got much animation in its face.
No, it's not great, and it's like fully lit as well. You can see everything, and it's not amazing. Even just little things were on the boat, and you can see that it's very obviously just like green screen at the back, and that's like, could you not have shot that properly?
Yeah.
Little things like that. It's not. It doesn't feel like that would have been particularly hard, but it's not the worst of its problems, I suppose. Just it's a short film again as well. It's a bit short. It's quite a bit shorter than the original Conan, so that's merciful, I think. But yeah, a bit of a sad ending to the Conan.
I know, it's a shame. It doesn't look like they'll do a third one now.
No.
Okay.
So my number 8 is Conan the
Twins.
Destroyer. Yours is Twins.
His last film of the 80s, directed by Ivan Reitman,
Yes.
did Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters fame. Did he? And what else did he do? He did some other ones with Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
didn't he?
Kindergarten Cop and Junior.
Junior, right? So he did a sort of comedy trilogy, I suppose.
You tell me, who is your daddy and what does he do?
This is a bit of a change for Arnold, and yeah, it's a lot of fun with Danny DeVito.
For me, Twins gives you what it says on the tin, sort of thing. It's a comedy. The setup is quite farcical, obviously. The whole premise and everything. It's almost like a fairy tale or something to begin with. But you're just kind of there to see them playing off of each other. They're both pretty good in their roles, I think.
Yeah.
My name is Julius, and I'm your twin brother.
Oh, obviously.
It does everything you would want to do from a comedy of this ilk, I suppose. The story's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, it's serviceable. It doesn't really matter so much with a film like this. You're more kind of there for the scenarios and the sort of comedy and
Bit of action, yeah.
fish out of water kind of stuff and all that.
Yeah, that's all the best stuff, isn't it?
This is the most unfriendly acts you're committing. I mean, I don't know what the problem is, but I'm sure it can be resolved without resorting to violence.
You know, I watch it with a decent grin on my face throughout most of the film, I think. It maybe peters out a little bit with the mother story at the end when they kind of meet the mother and then don't, and then the tie up at the end, and it just feels a little bit unearned, maybe.
Mama!
Oh, Mama!
Oh, there was talk about doing another sequel, Triplets.
Triplets, that's been the rumour mill for decades now, hasn't it?
Yeah, but sadly Ivan Reitman passed away, and his son says it's not happening.
Was it on the cusp of happening when he was alive?
I
And
believe
then
it was.
His death kind of derailed it to some degree.
Yeah, I think.
And what I last, although I think it's changed who the actor might have been, but the persistent rumour was Eddie Murphy as their long lost brother.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, all right, I'm up for that.
Vincent, we have another brother. We are triplets.
Julius? Triplets?
Coming this Christmas.
It sounds just as daft as the original film.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
you can get him into it with a wave of a hand quite easily. You know, just make up something or other. Because I mean, the story of twins with it doesn't really make an awful lot of sense, really, when you sort of think about it and break it down. Why were they doing this experiment? Why did they pretend that he was dead and then ship him off to an island to just learn about philosophy?
Bit of a creepy experiment when you think about it.
Yeah, but I would have bought into it more if I'd been like an end goal to it. But there doesn't seem to be any sort of purpose to it or reason. You know, why they did all this cloak and dagger stuff.
They're trying to create the perfect human.
Yeah, but for what purpose?
All the purity and strength went into Julius. All the crap that was left over went into what you see in the mirror every morning.
He plays it well by playing it straight as a sort of, as we said, the fish out of water kind of stuff, which is kind of going against his character types at the time. You know, so.
And it shows his range as well. It proves that he could do comedy.
Yeah, exactly. He gets a lot of crap for that, but I think it's, you know, a lot of it's unjustified.
Yeah.
You know, if I went to see this in 1988, I would have come out, yeah, that's all that I needed from it. You know, it was solid, not great, not fantastic, but it's fine.
Yeah, entertaining enough.
Oh, yes, it's a beautiful place.
Okay.
Number 7.
And you've already picked this one.
So we've kind of just swapped them around.
Yeah.
So we're pretty close so far.
Yeah. This was all right. This was, I think Arnold had done Terminator, and this was him trying to do a more serious role, see if he could do the leading man type thing, hold the film, I think.
Yeah.
More of a challenge, yeah. And yeah, I thought he did all right. I think the script was a bit shoddy.
Yeah, definitely.
It could have been a lot clearer. It wasted a lot of time.
Yeah. It's a simple premise and a simple setup and a story that we've seen before. He's former FBI agent, or is he CIA? I can't remember.
FBI, I believe.
FBI, who's lost his job and he's had to take a small town sheriff kind of job, much to the chagrin of his wife.
5 years in exile. 5 years in a town without having found anybody who could talk about anything except crops and the weather.
I know she's only got one scene at the start, and which is fine, but you expect to see her again.
You need a wrap up at the end.
Especially at the end.
Yeah, but there's always things that's happening in it, like when he has to go into cover for his former partner or kind of associate. That's kind of fine, that's all kind of standard kind of stuff, but then you're immediately getting into a scene where he's faking his own death, and you're not even sure what he's doing at the time until afterwards, and then there's no sort of repercussions to that or fallout. You don't even see his wife when he comes back, you know, their marriage is already on the rocks.
Yeah.
So you would think that faking his own death might have...
Yeah, like what happened to her. Her story would have been interesting.
Yeah.
You should not drink and bake.
We needed a proper wrap-up with the wife.
Yeah, because the wrap-up that we get with his the guy that he's working for is very weird and comes out of nowhere, you know.
His son died in a drug bust.
Yeah, but again, when that's happening, we don't really know who these people are and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not till afterwards. So there's a lot of that kind of, you're playing catch-up unnecessarily. It's okay to hold stuff back from the viewer and then give a reveal, but this seems to be doing it not on purpose. It just seems to be accidentally kind of like withholding information from you.
Yeah, it's nowhere near as clear as it should be.
Yeah, and that's why I've kind of marked it down, because it's not a complicated story, you know, it's pretty standard. And I guess it just kind of there's no sort of setup for Arnie kind of getting into this kind of underground mafia type organisation and stuff. He's just immediately like literally bulldozing down one of their hangouts and stuff like that right off the bat, and you're like, what is he doing? There's no setup to it, we just kind of get right into it, so it's just like you're spending like 2 hours just scratching your head.
Yeah,
unnecessarily.
And of course this organisation's going to take him on because he's done that. Yeah. Somebody that looks like Arnold.
Smart, I like. Smart ass, I don't.
They didn't know what to do at the end, so just have him kill everyone.
Yeah, big sort of shootout in their at their headquarters and stuff, which is fine if you build up to that nicely. And
yeah, because there's a prosecutor that was responsible for firing him. He's part of the organisation, and he's got that great line.
This must be what they mean by poetic justice.
But we as a viewer are like, who's this guy again?
Yeah, because he's not been threaded through this. I think you see him at the start and then right at the end, and he's just like one of many. He seems to be one of many goons. So you're like, yeah, there's no sort of like, it's not a rousing kind of finish there. Yeah, it's not a great one. I don't know if I'll particularly ever watch Raw Deal again after this. I hadn't seen it for a while.
Yeah, you're probably maybe convincing me I should have maybe swapped Raw Deal and Twins about.
I think I have just a slightly better time with Twins, and it's a bit more consistent, and it's a lot more. So it does what it needs to do.
I'm changing my mind, so you see it swapping a bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Joseph P. Brenner. What's a P stand for?
Pussy.
Okay, so I think we're going to have a difference of opinion here.
Quite possibly.
I've gone for Conan the Barbarian.
I've gone for The Running Man.
Okay, so will we finish off the Conans first?
Yeah, good idea.
So as I said, I think earlier on, the genre is not really my thing, but I can appreciate this film a lot.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Conan the Barbarian. I think, just from the outset, the opening scene's amazing kind of origin story for Conan. We see his village get ransacked by James Earl Jones and his mob. Yeah, and it's a great story of revenge, and we see his character transform from a slave to a barbarian to a thief, I guess. And the characters he meets along the way,
Stronger characters than the other two films.
It's very believable. It feels like the real world. It feels like a world that once was.
It's got a sort of slightly fantastical kind of element to it, but not like the other films where they kind of went really into that stuff, which is fine. But I think this feels a better match for Conan. And I don't really know anything about Conan in terms of the origin of the comics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this definitely feels like it's a better kind of fit for that world, you know.
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
Oliver Stone wrote the original script, and I think his script was originally set in the future, and it was more kind of Lord of the Rings style stuff. Yeah. And I thought, well, we're not ready for this kind of film. It was a bit out there. So I think John Milius ended up doing a rewrite, obviously, and he's perfect for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This kind of lore. It's he's always good at.
So he directed it, did he?
He directed it, yeah.
Yeah, because like definitely more and more that I watch it, I get a vibe of Apocalypse Now. Certainly with James Earl Jones's character in this setting, with this sort of like tribe that are kind of following him, and then the end sort of section as well. So, and he was obviously he co-wrote Apocalypse Now with Coppola. It's not overt or anything like that, but it's just a slight kind of similarities there. And James Earl Jones, great in it.
He's great, and these blue eyes as well, striking. And yeah, his character was amazing, and yeah, the whole idea of cults, and I love all the kind of, I'm sitting around a campfire discussing theology and just comparing their gods and all that kind of stuff. That stuff appeals to me.
Yeah, my God is greater.
From laughs with the four winds. Laughs from his mountain.
My God is stronger. He is the everlasting sky. Your God lives underneath him.
And I love the love story between Conan and Valeria.
Yeah, that's decent enough. Certainly better than any of the other films, definitely. And it's a nice little, when she sort of returns for a little moment. I'm not sure about her costume in that scene.
Oh, but yeah, it's a bit sparkly. Yeah,
a bit sparkly maybe, yeah.
Do you want to live forever?
Yeah, and the music's incredible. It's probably one of my favourite soundtracks of all time.
All right, okay. Who does the soundtrack?
Is it Basil Polidoris?
I'm
not sure how to pronounce his name. A stunning soundtrack, and yeah, one of my favourite Arnold films, I'd have to say.
Okay, so it's higher. It's quite a bit higher. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So that's us at the halfway mark then, is it?
Yeah, so this is end of part 1.
But we're going to come back for part 2, where we're going to count down our top 5 Arnold Schwarzenegger films from the 80s. So we will indeed be back.
I'll be back.
Only in a rerun.
Go!